So you're thinking about remodeling your home. It's exciting, right? Picturing that brand new kitchen or the dream bathroom you've always wanted. But let's be real for a second. The actual process can feel like a huge, stressful gamble. In this explainer, we're going to look at a completely different way of doing things, one that's all about taking that uncertainty and just getting rid of it.
All right, let's just dive right in. Before we can really get to the solution, we have to talk about the frustrations that are all too common. I like to call it the remodeling gamble, because honestly, that's what it feels like for a lot of homeowners. You're forced to place a bet on a process that's just loaded with potential problems.
So what are those big worries? You know, the ones that keep you up at night when you're thinking about tearing down a wall or gutting a bathroom? I'm willing to bet a few specific headaches immediately pop into your head.
And yup, there they are. First up, unreliable timelines that seem to drag on and on forever. Then you've got inconsistent quality. Like the tile guy does an amazing job, but the painter's work is sloppy. Of course, there are the communication gaps, where you feel completely out of the loop on what's happening in your own home. And finally, my favorite, the endless parade of strangers. Different subcontractors coming in and out, with no one person truly owning the whole project. It's chaotic.
But what if you could just avoid all of that? What if there was a model that completely flips that traditional process on its head? Well, there is, and it's all centered on this simple but really powerful philosophy, building things in-house.
So what does in-house actually mean? It's pretty simple, really. Instead of a general contractor just hiring a long list of different companies for every little thing, the huge majority of the work gets done by a single, dedicated team. We're talking about employees. From the initial planning to the plumbing to the final coat of paint, it's all one team working together under one roof. And when you put the two models side by side, the difference is just, wow, it's stark. On the left, you've got the old way. Accountability is fragmented. I mean, who's really to blame when something goes wrong? Communication is all over the place, and the quality can be a total roll of the dice. But now look at the right. With the in-house model, those problems are just gone. You have a single point of accountability, communication is unified, and the craftsmanship is consistent. The advantages are crystal clear.
Okay, so that all sounds great in theory, right? But how does this model actually give you a better result in the real world? Well, it all comes down to controlling the two things that matter most to you as a homeowner: the quality of the work and sticking to the timeline.
Think about it. When one team handles a project from the very first idea to the final walkthrough, they have total ownership. There's no finger pointing. There's no, that was the other guy's fault. Everyone is working toward the exact same standard, which is how you get that consistent, master-level craftsmanship. It just creates this culture of quality that is so hard to find when you have a rotating cast of characters.
And this is how those timelines actually become reliable. It's not magic, it's just way better logistics. It starts with unified planning. Everyone's on the same page from day one. That flows right into a coordinated build because all the scheduling is handled internally and efficiently. And the result? A seamless finish. You avoid all those frustrating delays that happen when you're just waiting for some third-party subcontractor to maybe show up.
Okay, so having a great process is absolutely essential. But there's another layer here, and frankly, it's a non-negotiable. This is the project's safety net. It's the thing that protects your home, your family, and your hard-earned money.
And this goes way beyond just the quality of the drywall or how beautiful the design is. This is about the professional and financial integrity of the company you are trusting with your single biggest asset. Honestly, this is the foundation that everything else has to be built on.
You hear the phrase bonded and insured thrown around all the time, but what does it really mean for you? Well, think of it as your armor. Being insured protects you from liability if, God forbid, someone gets hurt on your property. And being bonded, that protects your money. It's a guarantee that the job you paid for will actually get done. It is an absolutely essential safeguard for your investment.
And this right here is what that protection looks like in the real world. A verifiable contractor's license number. This one, for example, is from California, 962245. It's not just a random set of digits, it's your proof. Proof of legitimacy, proof of accountability, and proof of professionalism. Hiring a contractor without one is a risk you just should never ever take. A number like this shows a real commitment to playing by the rules and protecting clients.
So, let's bring this all home. Why should you care so much about your contractor's business model? Because how they work has a direct impact on your stress level, your budget, and of course, the final quality of your home. It matters a lot.
So let's just quickly recap the main takeaways. Number 1, an in-house model means way better quality control. Number 2, a unified team gets you cleaner, more reliable timelines. And number 3, and this is the deal breaker, Only work with a contractor who is bonded and insured. That protects your investment. You put all these pieces together and you're not just remodeling a house, you're getting rid of all the stress and uncertainty that usually comes with it.
So as you start planning your renovation, don't just ask about countertop materials or paint colors. Ask about their process. Ask about their team. In the end, the most important question you can possibly ask is this one. Is your project built on a foundation of trust? Because that answer, that's going to define everything.